Alright guys, so recently I've been getting a bunch of new subscribers and followers, and a bunch of you have been asking me to make a video explaining what I do, where I'm at, who I'm with, and all of it. I know a lot of you have seen me on Swagg's podcast with Nuke Squad, hanging out with Faze Clan, and I get it, it's kind of random. Maybe a lot of people don't understand what I do. I also make content, so I think there's a gray area of who Matcrackz is, so I wanted to make this video to kind of take you guys on my journey, and hopefully you can understand more of who I am and why I'm at where I'm at. Alright guys, so obviously my name is Matt with one T. My full name is Matthews, Mathews. That's my mom's fault. I have no idea why she added an S and one T. I grew up in Miami, Florida. Shout out to the 305. I love Florida so much. Currently living in LA. And the real question is, how'd I get here? So first of all, we have to go back to high school. I've always been into gaming my whole life, but I never really knew that there was a gaming community until Bing Black Ops 2 comes out my sophomore year in high school. And just the hype around the world for this game was absolutely insane. I remember Kim Kardashian tweeting about it. All my friends were like, yo, we're going to GameStop at midnight and we're buying this game. My brother would always play MW2 with his friends, so I always would watch Call of Duty, but I never knew there was a community for it until Black Ops 2 came out. So obviously I got really into this game. First day my mom bought me the game. I finished the campaign. I had no idea what else to do until my friends told me, yo, let's play multiplayer, like let's play online. So I started watching content on Black Ops 2. First YouTuber I've ever watched playing Black Ops 2 was OMG, it's Ali A. He was literally my favorite YouTuber. And then eventually, obviously, got introduced to Faze Clan. So I was like 15 years old watching these videos of Faze Clan. They would snipe, and I thought that was so cool to me. And then I got introduced to trick shotting, which is where they spin a bunch of times in the air and get insane clips. So I got absolutely addicted to Black Ops 2, not only playing it but consuming it. I was literally the biggest Faze fan. I still am. I would watch all of these people trick shotting, all of their videos. Eventually they started, you know, doing vlogs, and they started moving to the New York house. I was like their #1 fan. I would watch all their videos just to prove to you guys. I actually want to show you guys. This is hilarious. All right, this account was called Matthew Snipes, and it had a Faze logo as my dude, this is Black Ops 2. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not lying. I don't even know how to sign into this account. This account was made July 29, 2009. This is OG. My name is Matthew Snipes with a Faze logo. But that was him, look, 10 years ago. Wait, I was him. I got his POV and everything. As you guys could see, I was a huge Faze fan growing up, and fast forward, obviously I graduate, stuff happens, I go to college, kind of let go of my gaming love. Didn't think I could make a living off of creating content. I remember being in school in college, and I was just like, man, this is like kind of boring. I would really love to be a YouTuber. My whole life I've wanted to do content, and I've always wanted to be a content creator. So in 2017, I made the jump and said, you know what, I'm just gonna create whatever I think is fun. So I started making videos with my friends on Instagram of me dancing with my boys, kind of to like some meme music or songs, and it was really like hyper edited to kind of be humorous. Never really went anywhere. Honestly, I would get like 100 views on my videos. Fast forward to 2020, man, obviously the pandemic started and we all kind of stopped. It was my last year of college. I was about to graduate. I said, you know what, I'm playing a lot of Call of Duty right now. We're in the pandemic. I drove to Target and I bought an Elgato capture card. So I actually documented this. I recorded the whole thing because I had a feeling that this was going to change my life. I remember I bought it with my credit card because I didn't have enough money with my actual money. And I remember I thought to myself, one day I'm gonna pay off this credit card. Essentially, I took the next 8 months. As soon as COVID started, March 2020, I started grinding Call of Duty YouTube videos. And it was harder than I thought. I think it was a wake-up call. I thought I was just gonna blow up instantly and be Faze Swagg, you know? And unfortunately, I would get like 20 views, 30 views, 50 views. I remember one of my videos hit like 500 views and I was freaking out. Unfortunately, after like 8 months of posting and seeing no progress, I was gonna give up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was already getting ready to sell my computer, my PS4. I was done. I remember I told my girlfriend at the time, she's my wife now, but I told her I'm done with creating content. I tried it. Unfortunately, it's not for me. And I remember she told me, just keep trying. Try one more month. Try one more month. She literally said, try one more month, and then if it doesn't do well, whatever. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll do one more month. I start, you know, playing Call of Duty again. I start thinking to myself, okay, gaming does very well on YouTube to the point that a lot of people are posting Warzone content right now. I obviously had a TikTok account where I posted occasional like funny memes, but it was nothing about gaming. I didn't even think that you could do short form gaming. In 2020, in October, I decided, hey man, I'm gonna post a TikTok of me playing Warzone. And I remember instantly it got more views than any of my YouTube videos combined in one TikTok. And I was like, hold up, there's something here. So what I started doing was, instead of posting on YouTube, I started posting on TikTok, and then all my views just started going up. I remember I got a video that got 100K views, and it was like my 4th video ever on TikTok. And I was like, hold up, bro. This is insane. I remember getting a bunch of followers. No one was really doing Warzone content at the time. There was only like 4 or 5 other creators, which at the top of my head, like I could literally remember who they were. Lucci was one of them. Sally is a dog was one of them. Sebas and Galix. Those were like the main ones that I kind of remember that started making these videos when I started. I'm sure there was more. I just started making videos. I started mixing my meme humor with gaming, and it was like a perfect mixture. It was a match made in heaven. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch. I hop on Twitch. First stream had 2 viewers, which was like Twitch and my wife. You know, it was like literally 2 people. And then it went up to 5, 7. And I remember once I started posting TikToks consistently, it went up to like 20. And I was like, oh my God, TikTok is the secret. Fast forward, I literally was consistent for months, literally just started going crazy. And then April 25th, 2021, I released a video of me trolling my girlfriend in Warzone, and it was the Candice incident. But I remember this video got like 10 million views in the first like 6 hours that it dropped. I'm pretty sure I gained like 400,000 followers off of this one video. I was at the top of the world. I remember I was streaming on Twitch at this point, and I had like 200 viewers, started getting a bunch of subs on Twitch, started seeing money finally coming in from content. A couple weeks later, probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me, my grandma passes away, and this was really the start of probably the worst year I've ever had in my life, 2021. So at this point, it's probably like August 2021. And I remember I really wanted to go to Call of Duty Champs in LA. I had never been to LA. I grew up watching all of these vlogs, obviously Banks's Clout Gang era, David Dobrik videos. They would make LA seem like the coolest place on earth. So when I heard that Call of Duty Champs, the final, was going to be hosted in LA, I was like, hold up, I gotta go to this. 3 days before I leave to this trip, my mom gets sick. She gets COVID. So while my mom's at the hospital, I'm literally packing for this LA trip, and I tell her, you know what, I cannot go to LA thinking that you're in the hospital. Like, I can't do this. And I'll never forget this. This is like very emotional to me. I remember she called me and she said, you have to go to LA. God has a huge purpose for you, and I know you're gonna go and you're gonna do great. You're gonna kill it. You're gonna be very successful. Now at the time, it's a funny story. My mom actually thought that I was going to COD Champs to actually play in the tournament. She didn't really understand the whole content or even the whole gaming world. So in the context of her, she was just saying, go and win COD Champs, like go and play in this tournament and win. But now looking back at it, you know, she was really just telling me, go to LA, there's a bigger purpose for you because you're gonna succeed over there. And I listened to her, you know, as she was in the hospital, I was like, you know what, I'm going to LA. Sunday was the final in COD Champs, and I walk in and I see Swagg and all the boys around him, and it was honestly a surreal moment for me. I was like, wait, this is freaking Nuke Squad, bro. Like, these are the GOATs. Like, I've watched these guys during the whole pandemic playing Warzone. And I took a picture with Swagg, and it was honestly one of the coolest events I've ever been to. It was like my childhood. Could not believe that I met all the people that I've been watching for years. Again, thought nothing of it. Flew back to Miami. Mom was still in the hospital. I don't want to talk too much about it, but essentially, September 9th, 2021, my mom passed away in the hospital. Unfortunately, I was never able to visit her. And that's really what hurts the most, and that's very painful for me, is I never got to say goodbye. Yeah, I mean, to this day, it's about to be 3 years that I've lost her, and every day I think about her. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever gone through. I remember fast forward a couple months after my mom passed away, and my stepdad passes away, and it was just like, bro, like, can this year get any worse? This is like the worst year of my life. Obviously, through faith and through my wife and friends, I was able to get past the worst era, and this is kind of where everything kind of started getting a little better, but finally start getting back into content. And then eventually, probably the most life-changing thing happens to me. Faze Swagg out of nowhere gets my number and Facetimes me. And yes, I actually recorded this phone call because I had a weird feeling that something was gonna happen. As you guys could see, I literally wrote down in my notes app, saying, I don't know what this is about, but something big is gonna come from this. Essentially, Swagg reached out because he wanted me to manage Nuke Squad's TikTok. He said, yo, we want you on the team. And I mean, that was the coolest thing to me, the fact that Faze Swagg, someone that I've been watching for years, reached out to me to help them grow.
So we need someone like to just get our socials active. I'm talking Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Someone just to get the socials active on a daily basis, you know what I mean?
When Swagg offered me a job with them, I was super thankful. So I was still living in Miami, but I was just helping them edit their TikToks. And eventually I get the call that really changed my life. Swagg calls me and tells me, hey man, would you want to move to LA? We need a camera guy. I remember when I got that phone call, I could not believe it. I was like, my whole life I've been wanting to move to LA. I literally have a notebook that I wrote when I was like 19, and it was like a checklist of things that I wanted to accomplish, and there's many there, but one of the main ones was move to LA. So I decided literally 2 days before we're moving to LA, I literally packed my car fully, put my 2 dogs in it, and drive with my buddy Oscar across America from Miami to LA. It took us 5 full days of driving, and then I just started working with Nuke Squad, started being their camera guy. And I think this was a very pivotal moment because I was able to show my personality. Even though I'm just a camera guy, I always knew all I needed was a couple seconds on camera for me to be able to show my personality. And shout out Dante, you know, I know he gets a lot of hate, but he was truly a part of inspiring me to take content more seriously living in LA. So he would include me a lot in these food videos that he would make, and the comments were super supportive, and they would always be like, I love Matt, you know. So for a whole year straight I was a part of these videos, and obviously I would travel with Swagg everywhere helping him vlog, and it was such a hectic life, but it was so fun to me. I learned so much, and I knew that I wouldn't be a camera guy forever, you know. My goal isn't to be a camera guy, but I feel like I had to go through that to be able to learn a lot about myself, learn a lot about content, and I'm super thankful for it. So shout out Nuke Squad. For almost 2 years, you know, I was their camera guy, and I absolutely loved it. I even moved into the last Nuke Squad house and lived there for a full year, and I lived in a room with a curtain for a whole year, and it was awesome. I have pride in myself in that sense that I was able to bring millions of viewers to Swagg's YouTube, to Swagg's TikTok, to Nuke Squad. You know, we were able to get millions and do it through short form, which is very impressive. So you know, I always pat myself on the back and say, good job, Matt. You know, you did a really good job with the short form content. At the end of last year, 2023, we get the news that, you know, Faze is getting a new CEO. It's Faze Banks, and Nuke Squad is unfortunately not going to be a part of Faze anymore. I remember I got a phone call that said, hey man, you're most likely going to get fired. I mean, they obviously don't need a videographer for Nuke Squad anymore. I got to find a way to survive, and I don't want to leave LA just yet. So I said, you know what? I got to lock in again on content. Had taken almost 2 full years off of making content and streaming. I started posting consistent content again, reacting to anything I could find, and it truly changed my life. I hit 1 million followers in like 2 months of being consistent, you know, multiple viral videos. To this day, you know, it's May 2024. I feel like I'm just starting. Like, this is like so new to me. The 1 minute program. If you guys are content creators, please join the 1 minute program. It is a blessing. It is insane. If you need some advice, let me know in the comments below. I can guide you guys and help you. But yeah, man, I really locked in, and content really blew up again for me, and started to get brand deals again, and started to really lock in again. And at that same moment is when the whole Faze blackout transition was happening. Again, I was ready to get fired from Faze. I was ready for it. This is a really cool story, and I really want to share this with you guys because hopefully it teaches some of you that sometimes in life it seems like it's over, but some people either quit and other people will keep on going, and you have to decide which person you're going to be. I posted a video of me reacting to an AI pancake, a video where I get pretty emotional at the end talking about losing my mom. Post this video, it starts going absolutely viral. It gets 40 million views on Instagram. That is nuts. That's my most viewed video. It might have more at this point. Let me actually confirm. All right, 47 million views. I randomly get a noti that Faze Banks liked my video. Now, I've said this in the beginning of the video. I've been a Faze fan since I was a freaking toddler. I said, yo, the CEO of Faze liked my video. This is insane. Shout out my boy Ray's Corrupted Mind. Banks reaches out to him. He's like, yo, look at this video. This guy has Faze in his chair. He said, yo, this video is like super viral, and he has a Faze logo. This is freaking sick. He's a fan. And then Ray's like, bro, that's Matt. That's Nuke Squad's videographer. And then Banks is just like, wait, what? He's like, nah, we got to get this guy on the team. So essentially, my pancake video saved me from getting fired from Faze. As of today, I am working with Faze with their short form content. I'm like a content producer, kind of like a short form strategist, really just help guide them to go viral. And we've been rebuilding Faze all of these months, and trust me guys, I've seen everything behind the scenes. Faze really is back. The plans that they have, the events that are happening, I'm so excited. As a huge Faze fan, I just can't wait to be a part of it, but also see Faze be what it once was and even bigger. So I say all this to say, man, don't give up on your dreams. Everybody's story is different. I mean, I'm a random guy from Miami that grew up watching Faze, and I've been through a lot. As you guys can tell, I've been through a lot, but here we are, man. As of today, I'm a content creator, grinding my own TikTok, starting YouTube. I mean, we hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm being more consistent, as you guys can see. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But we're also working with Faze Clan, trying to help build this brand up, and I'm meeting people that I grew up watching, and now I consider these people my friends. It's literally surreal to me. It doesn't make sense. All I can say is thank you, God. Like, I truly, like, there's no other explanation. I don't know why I'm here. As of today, you know, Faze Swagg, I gotta give a huge shout out to him as well. I started as his videographer, as a short form editor, and through that we became just extremely close friends. I mean, he's literally my brother. I love him so much. And you know, we started going to church together, and he started his own podcast called Join the Lobby, and I was blessed enough to be considered to be his co-host. So he put me on Join the Lobby pod, and we've been killing it. I mean, we're only 6 episodes in, and we already hit 10K subs. You know, our videos are absolutely starting to blow up, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm sure a lot of you probably found me through that podcast. And I just want to thank you for supporting the podcast. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Swag. I mean, this is truly a dream of mine, and I'm super thankful, and I don't take anything for granted. I know as fast as you could get something, you could lose it, so I won't take any day for granted that I'm here in LA. You know, I'm truly enjoying the process and just having fun while doing it. That is my journey of how I got here. So videographer turned to content creator to co-host to working with Faze Clan, and hopefully you will know more about me through this video. It was an honor to share my story with you guys, and hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully I can inspire some of you. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps a lot and it goes a long way. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Also, for the real ones who watched the full video, I wanted to give you guys a quick sneak peek of something I've been working on. It is my own brand. It is called Cracks, C-R-A-X. I won't say much more, but you guys are the first people literally in the history of the world that know the name of it. So I'm really excited to share more about it in the future. But if you watch the full video, just know Cracks is officially a brand, and I'm excited to show you guys what we're making. It's truly insane, and I really hope you guys can support it, and I'll talk more about it in the future. But if you are watching this, DM me. Maybe I'll send you a preview of what I'm working on, but I'm excited. I love you guys.